Hey guys, today we're going to be printing some photos on our Canon Pixma TR7020 printer, and I just wanted to share it with you. I already have the paper loaded in the back tray. This is going to be the 4x6 glossy paper. I have the app downloaded here. So we're going to go to Photo Print. Printer is on and ready to go. And I'm going to select the 3 last images that I downloaded for this. So this is one of the images, this is the second image, and this is the third image that we're going to print. Print settings I have originally, and that's what the printer is going to come with, that the photo paper is going to be picked up from the back tray, and I have that set already. Paper size is 4x6, like I mentioned. Then we're going to select print, and it sends the photos over to the printer. And let's check out the result. So it picked up the paper from the back tray very easily without any problems. If you do have a problem picking up, check the roller in the back. It's easy to access and clean it. So let's check out what the product looks like. There, a few seconds later, it started coming out. So this is the first image. Best not to touch it right away, but I want to show it to you. This is what it looks like. It's pretty cool and glossy. After I'm done printing those, I want to see what's the best way to scan them, because a lot of people just want to scan their old photos into the printer. So I think this is really cool. So this is one of the images here. The second one is coming out in a few seconds. And I didn't pause the video at this moment, so you can kind of count yourself how many seconds it took to print. This is the photo of Chicago. So it wasn't the best quality photo originally, because it was a free image that I got, so it's not, but still it's really good compared to what it is on the computer. I've already refilled the cartridges, and this is a product of the refilled ink cartridge, which I also am liking a lot. There's a video that I'm going to put in the link below where I refilled the ink, and there's a link to where I buy the ink. It's just a $20 set that I got off of eBay. So this is the third image. Also, it's not the best quality as far as the image itself, but it's very good compared to the fact that it printed exactly what it is on the computer, on the smartphone, and I'm really liking the product. So here's our 3 images. So the 3 images that we have printed, and I'm gonna let them dry for a few minutes, and then we're gonna scan them. One of the things that I want to point out is I had a question about scanning from the document feeder, scanning a photo, and I've tried that and it really does not work. So I'm just gonna take a blank piece of photo paper here without an image, so I can show you without ruining those images that we have printed. So you cannot put it like this because it's only as wide as this, and Canon doesn't recommend you putting any thick paper into the feeder, just standard paper. So that's another reason why I wouldn't want to use it. So if we put it in here, load the paper in there. The reason why people want to do this is because they probably have 20 or so pictures that they just want to scan into their digitalize them, put them into their computer or their phone, and that would be really handy, but it's just not going to work with this printer. This is what it does. If I try to make a copy, for example, I mean, it's the same thing if you want to do the scan. So I'm just going to press to send a copy over. I'm going to select the paper from the main tray, so it feeds it in there, and there where it stops. This is a newer printer. It stops right there. It jams. It's going to give me an error code right now saying error support code 2801 that the paper is jammed in there, or it's going to say error code 2803. And this is what we have. So it's not going to take it. Even if you push it, it's just not going to work. It's either going to get stuck on in here or there, and best is just not to use that. Another problem is, even if you were able to push it through, let's say it comes out over here and it just stays there, and it's extremely hard to get the original out of under here. So it's just not recommended, and I wouldn't do that. And it's just not gonna, maybe one picture somehow you'll get through, but most pictures you're just not gonna be able to use the ADF for the photo. So let's go back to our photos that we printed, and I'm gonna show you how to scan them. So I'm gonna put one over here, and I'll just put another right here. Let's use this picture here. So we have them all set there. Let's put all three of them in, and leave a little bit of space in between them. So we have 3 photos in there. So the 3 photos that I put in there, the only way to scan them is all together. So we're just going to select document type photo, data format JPEG, color, and letter size. I'm going to go back, and we're going to press scan, and that should scan all of the photos for us. So this is what it scanned for us. It's all 3 images. So you can save that and then just crop them into 3, which is probably more work, that seems to me. So another thing we can do is just to scan one photo at a time. We would have to put it in there one at a time, and we'll just go to scan, photo, color, and for the document size, we're going to change it to 4:6 landscape. And we're going to say scan, and it should only scan the truck photo, which is the top and the corner. And that's what we have. That's the product. So this is the photo here that was laying in the landscape position. If you're choosing 4:6 portrait, this is how you would position a photo. You can always rotate them later, but if you're doing a lot, just do one at a time, put the next one in, and then we'll go back here and we'll just do scan, and it'll scan the next photo. And here's the next photo. So this is how you would do if you have a bunch of different pictures. That's the best way to do it. And also another way we can do it without using the printer, you can just use the app for that. We're just going to place this photo. I really like this photo, truck picture, very bright. And what you'll do is you'll just go back and you will select the smartphone copy. That you can do for a photo or a document. And what you'll do is you'll just position this over the photo. As you can see, if it's not supposed to be square here, let me. So here's our photo. It's right here. We're going to do the smart copy, and you can see that we're not trying to position the phone to where it's angled up. So it's, as long as it's zoomed in correctly, I'm gonna press the picture button, and let's see what the app does for us. So now you can see how the app just put the edges around the phone, I'm sorry, around the picture, and we're gonna press next. We can adjust this manually, or we can just, for example, you can adjust this, but then you do auto, and it helps you adjust the image. We're gonna press next, and this is the scanned image. It's a little bit distorted, probably because I didn't select that it's a photo, but that's a really cool feature too for any documents. You don't have to have your printer all the time. You just do this. Let's try this with this photo here. Try this again. So we're going to take a picture. Then we're just going to say OK. Then the phone cuts it out for us. We'll press next, and we have the image. So this is a really cool feature on these apps. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was helpful for you, at least entertaining, and if it was, please give us a thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Subscribe to our channel, and thank you again.